Well, Miami entered the stage in a big way this morning. Eric Oncins teaming up on his side with Noe Khlif. They beat up on Stefan Auvergne and Michael Loyd. 25-13 was the game one finish for Miami, on top of taking the match in regulation too. So Miami currently up a match on Frisco. They win this match and they are through to the semis. If Frisco wins this one, we'll be playing a third match tomorrow. Auvergne, of course, being a lefty, brings a different dynamic on the side of the Pandas. And a much better start early for Frisco.
We got the wind picking up, adding a fun element to the game now.
Weather certainly an issue potentially here in Dallas. We're expecting the rain to come tomorrow. What an angle from Oncins. He'll take a little help from the net, but sometimes that's what you need just to get by. And Miami, of course, being the 3 seed, they got to pick the matchup here. They chose to match up with the Pandas. They also got all the selections when it comes to the coin toss. There's no coin toss. Higher seed just gets the choice for all 4 options. They chose to put men's doubles out first, as well as having the reaction when it comes to mix. You know how advantage
for sure, yeah,
that can be. Down it goes, Oncins. He's been an electrifying talent for Miami. Credit to Johnny Goldberg for discovering his talent early in the season. Big gust to win again. Auvergne sets up the point beautifully. Closes through the middle.
Sorry, good game of cat and mouse there.
3-4.
The rally scoring, games to 25, win by 2. Eric Oncins back to serve now. He was the 38th overall pick in this year's draft. That's deep. Noe Khlif, playing to the right of Oncins, was acquired off of waivers.
6-3.
Roscoe Bellamy was waived as the corresponding move. That's wide for Noe Khlif. And what do you think about the pickup there for Miami to get a player like Noe Khlif?
I mean, that's a steal. No, I played with Noe a couple times now. He's just got phenomenal hands, so consistent. He's definitely a steal for that team.
Point.
Must-win situation for the Pandas, who climb back within 1. Will change ends at 13. What a pull from Auvergne down the line on Oncins. It's a nice ball. Well identified too, ran around it.
6-6.
One of the advantages of having the lefty on that right side of the court.
Yeah, definitely makes it hard to know who's going to go in the middle, who's attacking, who's defending that ball, but Stefan's mastered it really well.
Stefan was the game changer in the mixed doubles game number 3. Didn't pay off for the Pandas, but he was the spark plug for his team to get a game off of Miami. Looked like it was going to be a sweep there this morning. Oncins takes advantage of the left court again. 1-point lead back to Miami.
It's so fun watching the men have these dink battles because they're so good at it and they do it for so long, right? And so it's really just for those of you who don't watch pickleball or don't understand why we're doing that game at the kitchen. It's called dinking, and the whole point of it is that you're trying to play a game of cat and mouse. You're trying to see who's going to pop up the ball long enough or high enough, I mean, so then you can obviously have that attackable ball. And so when these guys who are as good as they are, they just don't miss. It's just it's such fun watching them dink.
Another dink battle there between Oncins and Michael Loyd, cross court. And after this point, love to get your thoughts on when you see a good dink, what do you see?
Okay.
That's deep for Oncins.
Yeah, so I'd say when you're looking for those good dinks, I mean, there's different parts of the shot that you're trying to look for. I mean, obviously, like my dad's my coach, he would always say good shot, start with good footwork, right? So when you're watching them at the net, they're not just standing in one place. They're constantly shifting their bodies, reacting to where the ball's at in front of them, across from them. And it always just depends on where the ball is. I mean, when you're dinking, you're trying to figure out where is the ball coming at me and where's my opponent in context to where the ball is. Obviously, you're trying to find wherever the opponent isn't. So that's where you're trying to put the ball.
Cut out point 10. Ten.
So as you can see now, we're seeing a lot of, obviously, like Stefan's really good at it. He's just constantly shifting his body, always moving his feet, getting in the right position for the right shot.
It's oh so close for Auvergne. Down the line, he wanted it. Oncins assuring him it was just a bit wide. Oncins originally from Brazil. Khlif from France.
12-10.
And on the other side, Auvergne originally hailing from Germany. Excuse me, he was born in Virginia, moved to France as a toddler.
11-12.
Big rip and a miss for the Pandas. Miami taking the 13-11 edge at the end. Motion up to Premier. That would be massive for a great team ownership group. Wow, what a point for Miami. Set up from the dink to Ernie to finish.
$14-11. Point.
Three-point lead over to Miami. Oncins has been the game changer on his side. Fourth-round pick and shining bright in the playoffs. Just wide for Auvergne. Full offensive onslaught on the side of Miami. Noe Khlif,
16-11.
a wise addition to this group.
Side out, point 12.
And a swift response from Michael Loyd. He was picked up to the Pandas late in the season. They were hoping he could be a little bit of a spark plug. He was in Miami after a great outing for the Pandas. They also met against Miami in the regular season. 5th overall meeting between these two teams.
There's that inside out forehand from Stefan again.
13-17.
Lob is good. What a play. Another lob, that time punished by Noe Khlif, who is as shifty as they come. We're going to burn him twice on the same shot. That was a great initial lob, though, by Stefan Auvergne. Loyd showing why he was the spark plug, and some friendly fire on the opposing side. Eric Oncins apologizing. Accidentally catching Michael Loyd on its way out. Michael Loyd claimed off waivers by Frisco during the third waiver wire period. Johnson Cola was waived. Great coverage from Loyd and Auvergne. A little bit of a run.
Yeah, I love that. I love that offense and that move by Stefan that put a lot of pressure on Eric, trying to get him jammed in his body, and obviously it helped Michael get that put away in the end.
Point 19.
Mentioned Johnson Cola was waived from the Pandas. He's still on the bench, one of the great teachers of the game who you've had a chance to play with.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's just like one of the veterans of the game, sorry.
It's a great shot by Michael Loyd, and Auvergne apologizing for wasting the pop-up chance. Miami in the closing stretch. They need 5 to go up a game in this match series, as they did at 10 a.m. this morning. Missed opportunity late for the Pandas. 21-15. Sun is peeking through in Dallas since 2022. That's deep on the return from Michael Loyd.
I don't mind that aggression from that return on Michael. Just that wind just really carried it. So obviously you're trying to get your returns deep, as you can tell by what Michael was trying to do.
Wow.
Such a good point.
Auvergne started the initiation. What else did you like about the point?
I just love how the guys always kept the ball out in front of them. I mean, obviously, like, with the ball moving with the wind, it's hard to keep that contact point right in front of you, but they just did such a good job of keeping that contact point in front, keeping it simple.
Side out, point 23.
Miami 2 points away from claiming the first.
23-16.
Auvergne, pesky opponent, he won't go away.
17-23. Let. 17-23.
Nice play again for Eric Oncins, and a game point now for Miami. Eric Oncins had a birthday recently, turned 23 years old. It's today, actually. Happy birthday, Eric Oncins.
There's nothing better than to spend your birthday playing MLP.
Side out, point 18.
Still alive.
18-24.
Michael Loyd activating from the kitchen, trying to push the issue and push some scoreboard pressure.
Oh, I just want to say, I love how Michael just gets so underneath the ball with his paddle. Like, he just gets so underneath it. His paddle tip gets under the ball, and that's how he's able to come so up on the ball and jam his opponents like that. Executed it really well.
Beautiful flip from Eric Oncins, and Miami will earn back the serve. They have to win on their serve, so win by 2 and on your serve. Just a reminder there, Miami with their second
24-19.
game point. Oh, almost bounced over. Good thing Auvergne's a lengthy reach. Reached over, cranked it on the other side, and they survived their second game point.
20-24.
Through the middle, Auvergne, he's been clutch. Much better outing for the men to start
21-24.
this match. Second chance at Miami, the 3 seed that chose this matchup. Into the net for Oncins, and scoreboard's getting tighter.
I mean, in this game, you have to kind of move your opponents off the court to create the angles and the spots you want. You can notice a lot of cross-court patterns happen during the dink battles. So I want you to notice that when they're dinking, as they go cross-court, they're going to try to create those angles to find that middle.
Feathery touch from Oncins. He gets the ball right back. Johnny Goldberg stands tall and proud of his team. Noe Khlif back to serve again. They're stuck on 24, until Frisco gets to that point mark as well. Game point 3 for Miami. Beautiful ball from Michael Loyd, and Frisco is right back in this game number 1. Chance to tie it here on the serve of Michael Loyd. That's deep.
Stefan wanted that middle ball. I love that Michael's first ball was a great setup for him to close, keeping that middle open.
Game point number 4. Can Miami close it? Oh, and the win robs Stefan Auvergne late in game 1. Miami would love to go up 2-0 in this match series. That's 2 out of 3 games, or 3 out of 4, will win the match. What a play. Ewa Radzikowska pulls Milan Rane out wide and then covers the middle beautifully. That's why she's so great on that left side of the court.
1-0.
Nice ball by Bobbi Oshiro. Shifty. Goes inside out of the air. That's tricky.
1-1.
High pressure from Ewa Radzikowska. What was it like to play alongside her?
Oh, so awesome. She's just such, like I said, such a great mentor. And I mean, she's obviously a beast of the game. She just is so controlling, so powerful.
2-1.
So she's just fun to play side against.
That's a great spot by Oshiro. She reads the play so well. Knows exactly where to place it.
Two. Side out, point 3.
Oshiro was another player that was claimed on waivers this season. Miami, a much different looking team than they were to start the year. Picking up Khlif. And Oshiro along the way. Big rip from the Pandas. Lead back on the side to Frisco. Perhaps a hometown advantage for the Frisco Pandas.
For sure.
Big rip from Tammy Emmrich to add to the scoreboard. 5-2 lead.
5-2. Point.
Big big run for the Frisco Pandas. They need to win this game to even out the match series. 1 game apiece. That's a beautiful deep return from Bobbi Oshiro.
Point 3.
Right near the baseline, backing up Emmrich. Didn't give her a lot of real estate to work with when it comes to targeting that third.
Point.
Just wide, but Emmrich was right there.
Four, 6. Side out, point 7.
Rane disappointed with that miss. A lot of firepower, though, off the paddle of Tammy Emmrich.
7-4. Side out, point 5. Five, 7.
Firefight. Oshiro gets the better end of it. Miami within 1. Bobbi Oshiro, born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii. A lot of sports growing up. A little bit of off speed from Radzikowska. Milan Rane missing a sitter, though. That was next to her wheelhouse.
8-6. Side out, point 7. Seven, 8.
Tammy Emmrich
Side out, point 9.
earns the offensive initiation from her corner of the court. 9-7 lead, Frisco.
9-7.
Just back, Radzikowska and Emmrich earn another, and their bench erupts. But Radzikowska, if you want somebody to count on your team, it's got to be the player that's won it 5 times. Great response, though. Bobbi Oshiro attacks the feet of Emmrich, just a bit too high in the resets for Frisco. Ball back on the side of Miami.
8-10.
Great movement from the Pandas, spreading the field. Miami had nowhere to go.
Keep that away from Eva's backhand, guys. It's not the place you want to go.
11-8.
There's why. Right on cue. Beautiful replay for Ewa Radzikowska. Oshiro earns it back.
Point 9.
What is it about Radzikowska's backhand that you like the most?
She just keeps it so compacted in front of her, right? She's just so simple with it, doesn't try to do too much with it. It makes it a powerful weapon.
Side out, point 12. Well, 9.
Just wide. Big rip from Tammy Emmrich.
Tammy does a good job with her
matchup with a 3-1 win in Miami, preventing Miami from earning the 2 seed. So a little bit of vengeance behind this matchup. That would have given Miami the bye into Orlando. So Frisco trying to play spoiler again in the playoffs.
14-9.
Beautifully played by Bobbi Oshiro. Curious what you would think the adjustments could be for Miami at the end change there.
Oh, I would say, I think, like I said, like in the men's match, it's whoever creates the offense, right? So you have to be the first to want to speed up the balls, maybe. Like girls' battles, it's very hand battles mostly. So maybe try to speed up more.
Little run for Miami. Anything's possible in this rally scoring format. Games of 25, win by 2.
11-14.
Beautifully played by Ewa Radzikowska, the 2-time MVP.
That was a good example of Ewa taking the first speed up, right? She sped up, she wanted the hands battles, that's her strength, and she got what she wanted. And that's a good example of what I talked about. I want Millie, I want Bobbi to be first to be offensive, first to speed up the ball at the kitchen, maybe look for those hand battles, because they're both really good at it.
Yeah, it can be hard to do, though, against a player that's so offensive-minded like Ewa.
It's not an easy thing.
So what's the best way to do that against somebody that likes the fire?
Yeah, I'd say you have to pick your spots on where you're driving at them, right? Obviously, you don't want to go right to the forehand or the backhand. You want to jam them in their knee or in their waist. Usually the right hip is a good pop-up. We call that like the chicken wing. It's an easy pop-up for a put-away.
A little unlucky for the Pandas. Miami creating chaos. Have another look.
13-16.
It's a great ball by Millie. Well disguised. And Ewa Radzikowska battles right back, goes to the left foot of Milan Rane in the transition area. Never a bad spot to put it.
Yeah, she's just so good at creating the offense.
17-13.
What a play by Tammy Emmrich. Frisco Pandas fans in the house erupting with joy after this one. Would advance them to the semifinals and also gain promotion to the premier level for Miami. Though in a bit of a hole here in game 2. Frisco would love to force the issue here in women's doubles and in the match. If they split the match series of Frisco wins here, we will play a third match tomorrow to decide who is advancing to the semis. Big serve from Ewa Radzikowska. Lopsided scoreline, 20-13 now in favor of Frisco.
20-13.
We'll move to mixed doubles after this one. And uncharacteristic misses late for Miami.
21-13.
How about that? Another beautiful finish for the Pandas. A spark of life on the side of Miami. And at this point, just trying to gain confidence heading into the mixed doubles rounds, I guess, until we see 20 on the board for Miami. Frisco gets it back. They're 2 points away from taking game 2.
23-14.
Into the net for Miami again, and game point for the Frisco Pandas on the paddle of Tammy Emmrich.
24-14.
Skipper off the tape. They'll have to wait to close it out. Miami will take back the points and the serve. Frisco will have to win it on their serve, so hang tight, see if they can pull it out.
Side out.
Game point number 2 for Frisco. Into the net, and Frisco takes the second, 25-15.
And we're going to see that packed starting here this weekend. Welcome into the Pickleball TV desk. Cameron Blackwood alongside Matt Manassi. And I think this is a different Frisco team. I know Dave Fleming was on here earlier saying they got to regroup. Maybe there was some nerves in the morning.
Yeah, no, they looked way better coming into this match. Ewa Radzikowska, I think, is the lifeblood of the Frisco Pandas. She played great in gender doubles. I'm looking for her to do the same here in this mix. As you said, same pairings. I think Miami still runs away with it, but with Ewa playing so well, who knows?
Let's take a look here at the standings that we have right now for the challenger level. Like we said, we are down to 6 teams.
Yeah, obviously Chicago slice, packed with talent, a lot of veteran talent. SoCal Hard Eights, though, with Irina Tereshchenko. She's won Major League Pickleball about 3 times, so you cannot count her out. Obviously, 3 through 6 is here in Dallas, and a lot to be played, and obviously heading into the USDA National Campus in Orlando in November.
Ewa and Stefan is what kept them in it this morning. They did take that mixed doubles match. Can they do it again?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll see. Yeah, that's the first matchup that we have here against Bobbi and Noe. So we'll see. Noe, I think his defense has been very good this year. He needs to add the offense, as Dave Fleming was talking about. Bobbi Oshiro, always so solid. I actually didn't think she played her best in women's doubles earlier. So if she can bounce back, it could be a different result. So we'll see.
And if we do get it tied 2-2, we head into the Dream Breaker. Which team would you give the edge to?
I give it to the younger Miami team. A lot fresher legs. You don't have some of the veteran presence there, and that favors the singles players.
Well, let's get right down to...
They wanted, I'm guessing the players also nodded their heads and said we want another chance at this team. Forehands in the middle again with Auvergne on the right and Radzikowska on the left. Quick deflection from Noe Khlif and Stefan Auvergne.
1-0.
Oshiro was ready for it, just a half second late.
One.
Fire fights, Frisco winning the moment.
Eva's really strong with those hand battles. I mean, that's probably what she actually looks for, is she tries to create that speed up so she can use those fast hands.
Bobbi Oshiro gets going on the right. Johnny Goldberg amping up his team on his side, very vocal with his coaching and support of his team. What a play, Bobbi Oshiro again on the right.
So I want you to notice that when Bobbi hit that ball at Ewa, she jammed it at her right hip, which caused Ewa to pop it up, and then obviously gave Bobbi the put away she wanted. So she executed that very well.
Oshiro again going off on the right. She's the target in this matchup, but wondering if that might shift with the way she's playing and handling.
Doesn't seem like
pressure.
a target right now.
4-2.
Khlif goes to the backhand of Radzikowska, then closes down the line. Very patient leading up to that point.
5-2.
That's deep, and Miami takes over a 4-point lead, looking for revenge from this morning. It was the only game that Miami dropped
6-2.
in this matchup. Fumble dink into the net. Frisco remains patient.
3-6. Start out, point 7. 7-3.
Nice, what a play. Stefan Auvergne finds the corner. Out of the air, too. That's pretty.
His elite backhand. That's just, when I was on his team, we'd always tease him about his elite backhand, and he just displayed it right there.
Start out, point 8. 8-4.
There's the backhand of Ewa Radzikowska, and why many players try to avoid it. You warned us.
Yeah, stay away from it, guys. Do not try it.
5-8.
Stefan created a good inside-out backhand right there in the middle. Got his body around it, was able to use that forehand instead of a backhand.
That was a beauty from Auvergne. Look at the opening right here. Late pull, and he's been burning Noe down the line, too, keeping him honest there. Bobbi Oshiro going off again out of the air. 9-6 lead for Miami.
Bobby did a good job of keeping that simple out in front and just didn't do too much with it. Just rolled underneath and was able to create good offense that way.
Point. 10-6.
Oh, off the tape, and very aggressive court positioning from Stefan Auvergne.
7-10.
Likes to take over that middle of the courts. At the opening on the third shot drive, gets robbed by the top of the tape. Miami needs 2 to take the lead at the end change.
Great example of what Ewa and Stefan's strengths were, which is creating that fast hands. I mean, you can tell obviously they don't do on every single one, but when they can, they want to be the first to pull that trigger and have that fast hands battle.
8-11.
Auvergne steps in, gets the Burt dangling that ball in the middle. That's Miami. They are punished for this pop-up.
9-11.
Another inside out from Steph, creating that with his big forehand. He's so good at just getting his footwork quickly around the ball, so he can take that as his forehand.
10-11.
Chance to tie it here for Frisco.
Wasn't quite able to get away with it that time. And that didn't help him out there.
Bobbi Oshiro with the serve over to Auvergne, the lefty. Wow, Noe Khlif and Bobbi Oshiro take over offensively. 13-10 lead now at the end change. Radzikowska and Auvergne in a bit of some trouble here in game 3. We'll see how they rally and respond to the 3-point deficit out of this quick timeout. We'll be right back. Club here for the first round of the MLP playoffs. Noe Khlif back to serve, holding a 3-point lead over the Frisco Pandas.
You can see Stefan wanting to pull out that trigger again. He wanted that fast hands battle, just wasn't able to get his paddle quite underneath it.
14-10.
Easy put away for Auvergne, welcoming the pop-up chance. No-go zone for Miami. Definitely not into that forehand side.
11-15.
Wind picking up in Dallas. Beautiful play again for Auvergne. Spark plug on his side.
Well, 15. Side out, point 16. 16-12.
Stefan just didn't get his hips quite underneath that ball. He got low, just not quite low enough to get underneath the ball to get that ball he wanted.
A miss for Auvergne, and Miami running away with it.
18-12.
Just wide for Radzikowska, 19-12 Miami. Timeout called, and a much-needed one. Called by the Pandas as Radzikowska at these two.
19-12.
Ooh, just barely missing. Love that pull, though, from Radzikowska. She's so good at that.
20-12.
Wow, great anticipation from Bobbi Oshiro. Certainly an X factor for the ladies on the side of Miami. Wow, and another great play by Oshiro. Heads up play, setting up her partner.
22-12. Side out.
Finally a
Point
miss
13.
on the side of Miami. Frisco barely hanging on. Need a push here on the serve of
13-22.
Radzikowska. What a deflection from Radzikowska down the line, channeled it right to the hip of Bobbi Oshiro.
14-22. Set. 14-22. Side out. Point 23. 23-14.
Noe Khlif all over it that time.
Point.
Initiation gone wrong from Stefan Auvergne. Game point, Miami, and a chance to go up a game on the Frisco Pandas. Bobbi Oshiro with the counter. It was just wide though. Frisco hangs on, saves 1 game point. Miami will have to earn the ball back to win it.
15-24.
Down it goes, Oshiro earns it back. Game point number 2, Miami.
24-15.
Missed return, and Miami takes a 2-1 edge in the series against Frisco. We've got one more mixed doubles game to go. Miami is 1 game away to advancing to this year's semifinal. We'll see if Eric Oncins and Milan Rane. That's deep. Good drive from Michael Loyd early.
1-0. Side out, point 1. One.
Michael Loyd, he's been the X factor so far. He was a spark plug at the last regular season event in Miami, when Frisco took down Miami in regulation to take away their second seed opportunity. Eric Oncins gets a little help off the tape.
Point 2. Two. Side out, point 3. 3-2. Point. 4-2.
Wow, another great play from Michael Loyd, set up by Tammy Emmrich. When these two teams met in the regular season in Miami, their last event, Tammy Emmrich and Michael Loyd took out Bobbi Oshiro and Noe Khlif 25-23. So I'm guessing that's why Miami picked the matchups they did. Ewa Radzikowska and Stefan Auvergne dropped their match to Milan Rane and Eric Oncins 25-23, but that was the difference maker. Milan Rane gets a hold of it in a dink rally. Miami within 1.
4-5. Side out, point 6.
Deep for Milan Rane.
Six, 4. Side out, point 5. 5-6.
And Michael Loyd again has been answering the bell offensively. Miami
7-5.
needs to get going here. They just seem a little bit flat, maybe a little bit tight on their side. Another miss for Eric Oncins. Frisco on top by 3.
I think there also might be a bit of mental game in here right now, because obviously, like, for Miami, they're probably a little bit more confident now having that second game. And sometimes, like, you can get a little too relaxed going into your next round. So I know that at least Pandas have something now to drive from, and Miami needs to continue that momentum they have right now.
Side out, point 6. Six, 9.
This third shot drop for Milan Rane seems to be in a little bit of a funk on her side. Frisco playing great
10-6.
right now, though, holding on to that 4-point lead. Emmrich back to serve.
Michael showing his quality in offense. Just so quick with those fast hands. Keeps it so compact. It makes it really easy to be offensive that way.
11-6.
Yeah, that's the firepower of Michael Loyd, the reason this team wanted him. Tammy Emmrich now gets going on the right. Frisco looking to create the Cinderella story here in game number 4. 12-6 lead for the Pandas.
12-6. Side out, point 7.
And the run will end there, but how about the play right now for the Frisco Pandas? All gas, no brakes, full confidence.
7-12.
Emmrich hits an out ball, bails out Millie Rane, who looks a little bit tight there on the right side still to me.
8-12.
That's deep, lets that one go. No problems with that. Communicate on the weekend to advance. Do you like that? 2 out of 3 matches to see the same team over and over until you advance?
Yeah, I've never played it, but I would love to try it, and I think it sounds fun. So you get an idea of who to play and how to play it.
And some adjustments clearly made on the side of the Pandas in this exact matchup we saw this morning.
14-8.
There's a little offense for Miami. Johnny Goldberg willing them on the sideline, trying to get their confidence up.
9-14.
Big overhead from Michael Loyd, pushing Oncins off the baseline. Frisco in full control in game number 4. Looks like this one could be going to a dream breaker. We'll see a lot of game left. Ooh, Oncins gets the paddle of Michael Loyd. That one's going a mile long. Miami still alive. They just still look a little bit off to me.
Yeah, you wonder like what is running through their minds right now. Are they maybe trying to change the game plan? Sometimes that happens when the pressure hits, of trying to do something different. My dad, who's my coach, would always say, always stick with the winning strategy, right? And that obviously will create better shots and better just of knowing what to expect and what to do at the point.
The winning strategy right now for Frisco is full offense, full initiation, being the aggressor,
Pedal on
playing
the metal.
fast.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why Millie Rane gets one back.
You can see some energy coming from Millie now, starting to kick into gear.
And Eric Oncins gets cooking at the kitchen. They need 3 to tie it.
12-15. Out 14-16.
Run will end there for Miami. Frisco reclaiming a 4-point lead. Tammy Emmrich with the serve to Millie Rane. Millie Rane initiating that time, and Eric Oncins all over the counter.
Millie, really good at creating offense, always really fast and compact with her hands. That's why it's hard playing against her. She just keeps it really simple instead of taking big swings.
Communication on the side of Tammy Emmrich and Michael Loyd.
13-16.
Great chemistry so far in this game 4. Wow, Eric Oncins, a monster left to right, full mobility, keeping up to the semifinals in Orlando later on in November. Millie Rane back to serve. Oncins hits the Ernie. Miami within 1.
And that's the setup I was talking about, right? Eric being a huge big player, Millie being a great setup.
15-16.
Wow, that was a wicked return from Michael Loyd off of a cannon of a serve from Oncins. 2-point lead protected from Frisco. Loyd back to serve now to Oncins to repay the favor. And he does so with a shake and bake. And a heavy serve, too. Tammy Emmrich back to serve now, up 3.
18-15.
That's deep. Miami within 2.
Right out, point 16.
Miami wins, and the match is theirs.
16-18.
Frisco wins, and we're going to a tiebreak. That's deep on the overhead attempt from Michael Loyd. Another chance to tie it for Miami. Big serve incoming from Eric Oncins. Loyd handled it well last time. We'll see if he does the same here. That is quite the pop-up from Oncins. Got a weaker return there, too, from Michael Loyd.
And the shot, the backhand slice overhead, I don't know what to call that, was very, very hard.
Call was wide. Michael Loyd has something to say about that, and we have it.
Now proceed to video review.
That's pretty close. Is any part of that ball touching the line? Do you see it?
Oh, I can't call that one.
That's tough. That's as close as it gets. Remember, 240 frames per second. That's faster than the human eye can see. So grateful for these angles and these quicker reviews. But remember that the players live can't see the ball as clearly as we are seeing it.
Right.
We'll remember to give them grace, and Onisha Smith is the one reviewing it, so we'll see what the call is. Diana Vieta is here to clarify.
It's also hard when it's coming that fast, right?
The ball was in. Miami Pickleball Club was just 1 free video challenge.
That's a massive swing to Frisco. Takes it back. Michael Loyd feels dignified.
Play at 2017 with Frisco serving.
2017 versus 1918. That's a big swing. Tammy Emmrich back to serve now to Millie Rane.
2017. Yes. Let's go, Mills. Time in. 2017.
Wild swing from Millie Rane. 21-17 Frisco.
(21-17). Side out, point.
Tammy with her usually successful third shot drive, just
18,
shortly
21.
missing it.
That's a great play by Tammy Emmrich. Testing Oncins at the waistline. 22-18. Frisco needs 3 to push this to a dream breaker. Miami needs to start to go. And that's not the break that Millie Rane was hoping for.
Yep, that's the third shot drive. That's Tammy's specialty. Just jams her opponents while they're on the run.
23-18.
Oh my, Michael Loyd. What in the world was that? Didn't come away with a point, but a remarkable play
Such a
from
great
Michael
net.
Loyd. Wow.
And that's why they chose Michael. Michael's so scrappy.
19-23.
Third shot drive attempt from Oncins goes into the net. And with that miss, surrendering a game point to the Pandas.
24-19.
Another heavy angle from Oncins. Michael Loyd almost got it with that scrappy defense. Miami gets to 20. Do they have enough in the tank and enough confidence to get going here? We'll see.
20-24.
Frisco has to win on their serve. Yes, Jane for Millie Rane, not the answer. 24-20. Frisco with their game point number 2. Miami will continue to climb in the scoreboard if they can get it back. Frisco stuck on 24 until they can close it out. That's deep. Miami earns it back. 21 points for them now. They'll have to continue to climb in the scoreboard.
21-24.
That's a heavy serve from Eric Oncins. Michael Loyd not happy with something.
I mean,
Maybe the way it skipped off of the line.
yeah, I would say with Eric's spin, I mean, it's just going to jump really big off
22-24.
after it bounces.
What a get. Oh, Millie. That's such a great defensive play. Followed it up with a miss. Game point number 2 for the Pandas.
24-22.
Oh, Michael Loyd attacking off the bounce. Millie Rane couldn't get her paddle out of the way. To a dream breaker we go. The Pandas come from out of nowhere in game number 4 to tie it up. And it's going to be an interesting tiebreak situation, Shovels.
Yeah, this is a fun matchup, Michelle, because these are two big singles players. Both do usually very well in singles, go very far. So obviously we'll see some fun singles points with these two.
2-0.
Wow, 3-0 right now for Michael Loyd in this matchup. A 4-0 sweep for Michael Loyd. That is shocking given the ability of Noe Khlif. Out comes Stefan Auvergne against Eric Oncins.
Side out, point 1.
Yeah, Michelle, I just wanted to say that the serve, as you can tell, obviously just even with Noah and Michael, the serve will be a determining factor of who's going to have the momentum going into the point.
Eric Oncins claiming 2 points back.
2-4.
Big third shot drive. What a wild point series so far. 3 points for Oncins. No points for Auvergne. We'll see what gives in this last point between these two. Wow, heavy serve and beautiful finish at the kitchen. Feathery drop from Eric Oncins. He will claim 4 back. Noe Khlif off the hook.
4-4.
Bobbi Oshiro out now against Ewa Radzikowska. Perfect shot to the corner for Bobbi Oshiro.
Yeah, Michelle, it's really important in singles that you really utilize the open court. Try to create those angles, try to hit what we call V tennis, or I guess in this case, V pickleball. Get your opponents off the court.
The ball in question, here it is.
Oh yeah,
ooh, that's
so
as
close.
in as it gets. I don't think there's any question that that is going to stand as an out call. That is very in. My eyes deceived me as well live. I thought I saw it wide. It's just crazy how good these camera angles are.
Right.
Of course, we don't have the final call. We'll wait to get the referee verdict.
But like we said, sometimes it's just so fast. Sometimes you're not fully watching it. It's just hard to make that call sometimes.
Here it is.
After review, the call is overturned. The ball was in. Miami loses its one and only free video challenge. You have none remaining. Frisco has 1 free video challenge remaining. Frisco will start serving at 5-5.
Friendly banter between Ewa Radzikowska and Bobbi Oshiro, despite the miss there.
5-5.
And Radzikowska takes 1 back. 1-1.
That big serve, I'm telling you.
2
Great
points
serve.
for Ewa Radzikowska. Oh, just wide for Radzikowska. 2-2 was the final split between those two. Out comes Tammy Emmrich and Milan Rane for a total of 4 points. That's nice. Crispy third from Milan Rane, who opted to stay back. Tammy Emmrich closing to the net quite quickly off the return.
7-6.
Just deep, Milan Rane takes 2. It has to feel good after game 4 got away from her a little bit. 2-point lead for Miami, 2 more points to be played between these two. That's wide 2, Milan Rane gets 3. Last point.
I love Milan's decision to come in on that one. She moved Tammy off the court a little bit, put that pressure on the net.
Johnny Goldberg looks pleased with his team. That was a big rip from Emmrich, but Milan Rane stands tall. A perfect sweep, 4-0 on Tammy. Out comes Michael Loyd and Noe Khlif. Loyd swept Noe Khlif in the first round. Noe Khlif runs all the way around it to hit his forehand. Michael Loyd takes advantage of the gap created on that decision. I wonder if Noe Khlif's in his head a little bit after that first round.
Could be.
Oh, that's so good. Drop volley to cross-court angle. These would be playing tomorrow, 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Time.
11-7.
Noe Khlif back to serve. Oh, what a play. Noe Khlif gets ahead of the point some way, somehow. This is an awesome matchup between these two.
Noe doing what he does best.
Oh my, that's a clean winner, 3-1. What a response from Noe Khlif after getting swept a round to go. Stefan Auvergne out for 4 against Eric Oncins, who got the clean sweep on Auvergne first round. Into the net on the return, not gonna do it. Eric Oncins takes the first. That's a nice shot. Even gets the thumbs up approval from Eric Oncins. Big gap to close here. Auvergne has to get cooking. Cat and mouse. Auvergne takes the second point. Last point of the series between these two.
9-14.
Oh no, followed up with a missed serve into the net. 2-2, split situation in round 2. Ewa Radzikowska back out for 4 with Bobbi Oshiro. This is a best 2 out of 3 match series between these two clubs.
Point.
And Miami in a clinching position to advance to the semis.
16-9.
Deep to the corner goes Oshiro. 2 points on her side. 2 more points to be played. Game to 21, win by 2 and on your serve. Nice, Ewa Radzikowska with full mobility.
Ewa got really well underneath that ball, got her paddle, just dipped it, goes cross court at that angle. Beautiful shot.
10-17. Side out, point 18.
Into the net for Radzikowska. And Bobbi Oshiro comes away with a 3-1 edge in the second round after splitting in the first round.
18-10.
Milan Rane looking for back-to-back sweeps against Tammy Emmrich. Thumper off the tape. Tammy Emmrich will take the break. It's her first point in this series against Milan Rane. Her team's playoff hopes depends on it. Miami in the closing stretch. Beautiful ball from Milan Rane. 1-1, 2 points to go. Milan Rane could close it out in the next 2 points on her paddle.
19-11.
Milan Rane closes to the net and earns match point. Semi-final clinching point right here.
20-11.
Milan Rane and the Miami Pickleball Club advance to Orlando. 2 match wins over the Frisco Pandas, and they are moving on to the next round. What a moment. Miami will also be promoted to the premier level. Unbelievable finish for Milan Rane.